Cody Janzen, voice of the Saskatchewan Rush, is joining us. There you see him.
Yep.
Cody, we got a first place tilt tomorrow night at Sask Place. Yes, I still call it Sask Place. But this is exciting. Like, what's the mood up there? Obviously, you're excited. Voice of the what's the mood? Is Saskatoon, the area, starting to kind of get on board with this run here?
Oh, the buzz is back. The buzz is back, right? Like, this is a 9-2 team, most wins in the NLL. This feeling hasn't been around since 2018, right? When they went to the championship, won their last championship. It's been a couple of tough years. I don't think anyone's been happy with the way things have gone over the past, well, really post-COVID and a little bit before that too. So, yeah, the buzz is back. I think the fans are starting to get excited, get back on the bandwagon. So it's a great time.
I got a quick question on the playoff format, even though we're in this battle for first place. How many teams make the playoff? What does that format look like? So assuming the Rush win, they go to first place, who else is still in the mix in terms of getting there?
Well, there's pretty much a log jam right now with teams around 5 and 6 wins. So who they would play, I think it's Vancouver as it stands right now. But the NLL went to a unified standings a couple of years ago, meaning there's no more East and West conference. It's only one. So it's 1 through 14, and then playoffs is 1 through 8. So first round's a single game elimination. It's chaos. It's crazy. Upsets happen. And then after that, it's best of 3 series.
I like it. It's like the junior B hockey playoffs are starting. I interviewed Jeremy from the Regina Capitals the other day. Maz had, I think it was the Fort Knox coach on yesterday, and it's like that's an upset. It's like junior hockey. I love it. So Cody, you talk about that, but there's still a number of games left in the season. Like, this season stretches for a bit yet here.
Yeah, go until about the third weekend in April, right? So the Rush still have 7 games left. It's a tough schedule, too. You got Buffalo this weekend. After this, we go to Georgia and then to Halifax. We got Colorado twice this season still, and Calgary and Ottawa. So not easy by any means, but they've given themselves a nice cushion here. Like, they've put themselves in a better spot where the past few seasons have been like, you got to win out and hope for other teams to lose just for a chance at the playoffs. Like, they put themselves in a pretty good spot here, and when you're beating teams like they have, the expectations go up.
You go. How we've talked about this. It's been almost a year now, but just for people that haven't listened and maybe didn't catch it the last time we talked about these players. So when we got a home game on Saturday, how many of them will fly in this week? What day will they fly in? How many guys are living full time in Saskatoon?
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic, right? The National Lacrosse League, Barney, we've got 6 guys living in Saskatoon. So we can say that they're living in market. The other guys are coming from mostly, British Columbia, Ontario. We got a guy in Boston, a couple in North Carolina. So there's a lot of interesting travel. Guys fly in the day before games. So generally, they'll fly in today, they'll practice tonight. They'll have another practice tomorrow morning. They call it shoot around. That's usually just a game day, helmets and gloves, stick, right? You're going through systems. They're playing Saturday night and 6 a.m. They're out of town Sunday morning. So it's a grind of a league. A lot of guys are still working full-time jobs or part-time. Remote work's actually helped with the landscape of the league. But these guys are grinding it out, and they're doing it for the love of the game. Yeah, there's some guys getting paid healthily, a lot more than, the poor rookies in this league. There's some guys making 10x that. But, for the most part, these guys are doing it for the love of the game, and it's awesome.
Cody Janzen joining us, voice of the Saskatchewan Rush here on the Western Pizza guest hotline. Now, during the week then, do they do a lot of practice? Is coach just sending them tape, sending them systems, and they're kind of going through it virtually?
Yeah, there's a lot of video, right? And so you've got basically an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator in football terms, right? Like, your D coach is breaking down what the defense needs to know. The forwards are getting their own video. The goalies are getting a scout on the shooters. They're giving it a scout on the opponent's goalies. They usually have a weekly call, kind of. So a Tuesday night call, whatever, the decor jumps on a Zoom call, whatever it is. So they're definitely planning. You got to prepare. It's almost like, it's a football format. You play one game a weekend for the most part. You're spending that entire week making sure you've got, your opponent knowing them inside and out.
So with this game this weekend with Buffalo coming in, what specifically are the Rush preparing for Buffalo? What specific things did Buffalo do that the Rush have to counteract, or vice versa?
Yeah, Buffalo's so dang good, right? They've been to 4 straight finals. They've won 2 championships. They're just deep. They've got top-end guys like Dane Smith, who's on pace for 150 points, like would break the record. Josh Byrne was the MVP last year. Buffalo's just known to have offense. They score 15 goals a game. That is way more than anyone else in the league. So for the Rush, if they want to have success, they're going to have to find a way to shut them down. And really, I think you got to use that home floor advantage. I think Saskatchewan's still one of the loudest places in the league to play, and you can jump out on teams in Saskatchewan. No one's used to coming here. I know it's not minus 35 like a couple of weeks ago when road teams are coming to town, but teams hate to come here. And so you can use that as your advantage. It is so funny how much of an effect just the weather in general has on teams, because they hate it. They're not leaving the hotel. They're sitting in their bed. They don't want to do anything. And it's just a mental warfare, right? Of teams coming to Sask. They already don't want to be here. And so the guys who love it, Rush Nation, who's awesome, can get behind them. And the Rush have had success jumping out on teams early.
That's right.
So
lean over and yell at them in the bench.
So you're saying we need a blizzard Saturday, say about 5, right? Lock the bus up.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we've had enough snow and weather in this province, Sharky. No, it's like
my P's and Q's.
It's like senior hockey. Just get right on top of them. Yeah, just verbally abuse them. Cody, it's gonna be a good one. Hey, speaking of senior hockey, there are some dandies in the province tonight, eh?
Oh yeah.
Would you go on the road and call a senior hockey game if need be? Could you do that?
Oh, absolutely. Come on. I got to spend my time after I was done playing hockey. I got to experience the good old Banner Barn, cup of coffee in Macklin, Maymont. I loved it up in Fort Sask too, up by Edmonton there. I'm a big proponent of senior hockey. I mean, Barney knows that. World Hockey Report, we're on it too. I'm all for a good rink burger and senior hockey game. There's nothing like it.
I'm trying to get boots on the ground in Wynyard tonight for that Round Lake Wynyard game. 13:50.
Sold out.
Pre-tickets. So I think I'm gonna do the old, hopefully no one's listening, I'm gonna do the old sneak in on the Zamboni trick. You know, after he dumps the snow, hop on the back, and then just get in that. Cody, have a good call tomorrow night, buddy. Looking forward to seeing how this one shakes down. Exciting times up there, and then we'll catch up in a couple weeks.
Fellas, always a pleasure. Have a great weekend.